It was supposed to be the trip of a lifetime for high school friend from California, 17-year-old Emily Carter, 18-year-old Jason Lee, 17-year-old Sofia Ramirez, and 16-year-old Daniel Brooks had spent months planning their first unsupervised summer vacation abroad. In July of 2019, they landed in a quiet Pacific Island town known for its turquoise waters, coral reefs, and a sprawling mangrove forest that stretched endlessly into the ocean. On the morning of July 14th, they shared photos online. Wide smiles, arms linked, sunglasses reflecting the clear blue skies. And just before 4 o'clock that afternoon, Emily posted what would become their last photo. For teenagers laughing on a rented boat, the mangroves looming behind them. By that evening, they had vanished. When the group failed to return to their hotel, staff contacted local police. The following morning, a search party located their boat drifting silently near the mangrove inlet. Inside were their backpack, shoes, and a cell phone wedged between seats. The engine had been cut, and there were no signs of a struggle. Authorities launched a massive search effort. Drones buzzed overhead. Divers combed the dark waters, and dogs were brought in to scour the muddy shorelines. Families flew in from the United States, pleading with local officials for answers. But as days turned to weeks, no trace of Emily, Jason, Sophia, or Daniel was found. Theories circulated. Some speculated they had drowned. Others whispered about crocodiles or an accident deeper in the labyrinth of waterways. With no bodies, no evidence, and no breakthroughs, the case was eventually classified as a presumed drowning. But their families never believed it. For 3 years, the disappearance haunted international headlines and true crime forums. Online theories flourished. Claims that the teens had staged their disappearance, that they had stumbled upon something sinister, or that the mangroves themselves concealed secrets no one dared speak aloud. By 2020, the case had gone cold, collecting dust in an evidence room. In 2022, everything changed. A joint forensic task force between U.S. and Pacific investigators reopened the case, driven by advances in satellite imaging. While scanning the mangroves, analysts spotted something investigators had missed: a network of hidden docks deep inside the forest, far from tourist routes. Acting on this lead, a specialized team moved it. What they uncovered was horrifying. Among the mud and mangrove roots lay remnants of tarps, burned clothing, and ropes. Shallow graves concealed fragments of human bones. DNA testing confirmed what the families had feared. The remains belonged to Jason Lee and Sofia Ramirez. After 3 years of silence, the truth was beginning to surface. Investigators soon uncovered something far more sinister. Intelligence reports pointed to the existence of a high-profile criminal network known as the Tide Syndicate. This shadowy organization had operated in the Pacific for more than a decade, specializing in human trafficking and contract killings. Their strategy was chillingly calculated. Target young tourists, stage accidental drownings or boating mishaps, and dispose of victims in the mangrove labyrinth where no one would ever find them. The breakthrough came when a boat operator, arrested on unrelated smuggling charges, admitted that in July of 2019 he had ferried for American kids into the mangroves under orders. He confessed to handing them over to armed men and insisted he never saw them again. As forensic accountants dug deeper, a darker layer emerged. Financial records tied local officials, police commanders, port officers, even tourism executives to the syndicate. For years, these officials had allegedly covered up disappearances, dismissing them as drownings in exchange for bribes. Intercepted communications later revealed that at least 6 other tourist disappearances in the region had been staged by the syndicate, disguised as tragic accidents. For the families, the revelations were devastating. Emily's mother, tears streaming down her face at a press conference, whispered, "We prayed every day for 3 years that our children were still alive. Now we know the truth, and it's worse than anything we ever imagined." Jason's younger sister, now in college, released a statement saying, "They were just kids. They wanted adventure. Instead, they became pawns in someone else's greed." Despite dozens of arrests, one figure remains at large, the alleged mastermind, known only by the codename the Mariner. Investigators believe he ordered the killings of Emily, Jason, Sophia, and Daniel, along with several other tourists over the past decade. His identity remains unknown. Today, the mangrove forest where the teenagers disappeared looks the same: serene, beautiful, and deceptively calm. But for those who know its secrets, it is a place where paradise hides unimaginable evil. 4 teenagers went searching for adventure in paradise. Instead, they became victims of a global syndicate of greed and corruption. Their story, the Vanishing in the Pacific Mangroves, stands as one of the most chilling reminders that behind beauty, darkness